They have won. And who am I talking about that they have won? I am talking about the likes of ABAC, Donald Trump, and the United States elites. There was an election which was supposed to be carried out in Kentucky, and the results are already out. 70% of the votes have been counted, and Thomas Massie is at 45.6%, while Edgar Lane he is at 54.6, 54.4%, which tells you that Thomas Massie he is going to lose this election. And what does it tell you about the United States politics? The United States politics it's not all about the democracy. It is about those individuals who have the resources in place are the ones whose ideas, whose beliefs are kind of forced down on the majority. So this whole idea of individuals going outside there and saying the United States is a democracy, probably it's a democracy where the elites have to rule on the poor or the common majority, because this is a race which is the most expensive race when you consider the representatives, where 32 million US dollars have been spent. Most of these resources from the opposing side, the person who was going against Thomas Massie, the money was contributed from the elites, from the lobbies of Israeli government. Some of these lobbies were APAC, and they have gone ahead and congratulated Eddie Galin for him winning at this race. For Thomas Massey, he is one of those individuals who at least had a spine and also some balls to stand against Donald Trump. But he has gone ahead and paid the cost. But this is not the only individual who has gone ahead and paid the cost. We have the likes of Cassidy, yeah, Bill Cassidy, and also we have the likes of Majoria Taylor Greene and many other individuals who have paid the price for standing against Donald Trump and also for trying not to lobby on the behalf of the Israeli government. But when these individuals who have been supported by the foreign governments, the likes of Israel, when they go ahead and win an election in the United States, then what does it tell you for you as an American? It tells you that your vote doesn't really matter, because individuals who win, they are being supported by foreign governments, by foreign agencies. That's why the likes of Thomas Massey, who probably was standing for the rights of the American people, for the ordinary Kentucky citizens, ends up losing an election. But what also can we learn from this election? Because this was an election where Donald Trump, his control on the Republican Party was going to be tested. It tells you that Donald Trump is still in control of the Republican Party. There is some news outside there which says that supporters of Donald Trump, 90%, they do still support him, which means they are okay with the war which is going on between the United States of America with Israel against Iran. They do support that war. They don't even care about the rising prices of fuel or gas, as they normally say, because gas in the United States used to sell at $2.98, but currently it is at $4.51. Food prices are rising. Also, various things are rising in their cost, but you end up voting for somebody who is not going to fight for the interest of the American people. He is going to fight for the interest of the foreign governments, of the foreign lobbies. So individuals who are going to benefit from these kind of elections are those who are in the elite positions. These are the individuals who their wishes, who their interests are going to be taken care of before you, an ordinary citizen, before you, the majority of the people, your interests are taken care of. And it also goes ahead to show that individuals who at least thought they could have a spine to stand against Donald Trump, they are not even going to attempt to do that, because they have seen some they have seen how some of their colleagues are being treated, and at the same time they end up losing an election. I believe there are no more individuals who are interested to lose an election and probably they don't see any chance of winning and for of trying actually to fight for the ordinary Americans. Some of them may even go mute and just obey what the president stands for. We see or we learn that the likes of Thomas Massie stood against this whole, this whole idea of trying to send some aid to foreign countries, whether it's Ukraine, whether it's Israel, whether it's Egypt. But this never excited some foreign governments, and Israeli being one of them. But those policies, which also annoyed Donald Trump, include him voting for the release of Epstein files. As we have heard from various individuals, from various persons, they say that Donald Trump never wanted these files to be released because his friends were going to be hurt. Now that now this also read for him at least disconnecting with the whole idea of Thomas Massie. He campaigned strongly against Thomas Massie and he has now already won. What are your thoughts about the American politics, more especially what can we learn from Thomas Massie's case situation and where do you see the Republican Party in the midterm elections? I would like your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this kind of videos, remember to subscribe, like, and also don't forget to share. Siku njema.